Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Another week of home learning. And this week I thought we'd start straight into something that's a bit new. So you need to make sure that you listen very, very carefully. It's going to be on angles. If you listen very carefully, you'll be absolutely fine in terms of understanding what you need to do. All right, so let's go to our flip chart. And we need to start off just by looking at this. First and foremost, before I even look at that, we're going to talk about what an angle is, okay? So these lessons are going to be all about angles, okay? Angles are different to distance because you're not telling us how far something is from one point to another. That's distance. Angles are slightly different. And you need to understand that when it comes to angles, it's looking for spaces from one line to another where they meet at a point. So you see this is a line over here. You can't find an angle size of this line because there is no other point. There is 2 points that meet. Okay, and once 2 points meet, that means you can find an angle space between two intersecting lines. Intersecting means two meeting lines. So they're intersecting and they're meeting at that point. So the angle is where the two meet and the space between them. Angles can be big or small, okay? So we can have a small angle like that, or we can have a massive angle like that. And that's going to be the first piece of work that you're going to be doing, is you're going to be telling me what are the type of angles that we can find. And they're very simple. They're all based on their size. And I'm going to show you how this is done. I think you would have done this in year 4. So this would be revision. This is what's called an axis. Okay, it's spelled A-X-I-S, an axis. And it's the best way to show us how angles work, okay? We're going to start from this point over here. It doesn't matter which point you start. And I'm going to go around the axis and show you. An axis is great because it goes all the way around a circular shape. If I had to draw a circle here, I'd be able to go all the way around the circle, which means that I can describe a full 360-degree turn. Now, when you're looking at angles, you're looking at turning 4 different ways, okay? You've got a 90 degrees, which is called the perpendicular, which is over here. So it goes from here to here, and it's got a complete L shape, okay? They meet again, and it's an L shape. I'm trying to make this a lighter. So it's an L shape over here. So that's 90 degrees. So from this point to this point is 90 degrees, and it's usually written like this. So that's 90 degrees. If we keep going, okay, and it's a completely straight line, isn't it? It looks like a completely straight line. That is 180 degrees. So that's gone further. It's gone double 90. There's 2 of these L shapes. And if we go third time, we've got 270. And then finally, a fourth time, we've got 360 degrees. A 360-degree turn. Now, note, if you start at a point and you turn around once and you face the same way, you've done 360-degree turn. These turns are quite well known when it comes to skateboarding or doing like turns and flips in extreme sports. So that's the first bit. You need to first understand that a half a turn, a quarter of a turn is 90 degrees, a half a turn is 180, a three-quarter turn is 270, and 360. Okay? So we get from this point over here to this point over here, the space between where the two intersect, we get 90 degrees. But not all angles are going to be just 90, just 180, or just 270, or just 360. They're going to be all sorts. They're going to be from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. For example, let me create another intersection. So you could have this intersection over here. Okay? And you could be looking for the size of the angle from here to here. As you can see, this is less than 90 degrees, because if it were 90 degrees, it would be going all the way to here. It's smaller. So therefore, if it's smaller than 90 degrees, it is called, and I'm sure you remember this from year 4, acute angle. Acute. I always say, look at the word cute. If something's cute, it's usually small, so it's an acute angle. So that is a great way of remembering it. So there you've got an acute angle. If it's anything smaller then the L-shaped side, the L-shaped perpendicular angle, it is an acute angle. So small angle is an acute angle. However, it could be larger. It could go from this point over here, and it could go all the way past. It could go all the way past the 90 degrees. So you could go all the way past. Whee! Look at that. It's gone past 90 degrees. It could be about, let's say this is 110 degrees. If the angle is larger than 90 degrees, which is this shape, this over here, this line over here, it is called obtuse. Obtuse angle, slightly bigger. Okay, so it goes past. It goes past the L shape, that L shape that I talk about. It goes past it. It almost looks like someone's reclining on a chair. So if someone's reclining on a chair on the aeroplane, they are creating an obtuse angle. And the angle size starts here again, and it goes all the way around to here. So let's show you how the angle moves all the way around to here. And it is around 210 degrees. So it's past a straight line. It's long, it's larger of an angle than a straight line. It's bending all the way around. I'm saying bending. When you can bend and you're quite flexible, we call this a reflex. So the words kind of help us. Reflex angle. Okay? So those are all of the different, and you've got the 270 degree angle, and then it keeps being reflex. It can go reflex from 181 to 360. So let's write this down, because this is going to help you with your worksheet. Let's write all of the information down. And if you just follow these steps for the first lesson on Monday, you'll be absolutely fine. So let's start. Let's write all the information down, and I'm going to draw them quite informally. So we start off with the smallest kind of angle. It's a cute angle. It's very cute. And it is less than 100. So less than 90 degrees. So it'll be, put in brackets, 1 degree to 89 degrees. Okay? And it looks small. So I'm just going to make a small there. See, as you can see, it's less than an L size. It looks a bit like a crocodile mouth. Then you get the next angle, which is just 1 degree. It's just only 1 degree, which is 90 degrees, is a right angle. Okay, right angle. Okay, right angle, and that is just 90 degrees. Okay, it's literally 90 degrees, and it's a straight line, and it's a straight line horizontally as well. Straight line vertically, straight line horizontally. It actually creates. You actually use a square to show the angle size, and it's called perpendicular angle. Perpendicular, that's your new vocab. When we get larger than 90 degrees, we get an obtuse angle, which is not cute, it's obtuse. Okay, and that is going to be more than 90. The thing is, though, we need to remember, though, it's less than 180. So we've got an angle that looks like a reclined chair. It's larger. So if I had to draw the 90 degrees there, it would be larger. So there you go. So it's going to be between 91, sorry, in brackets, yeah, it would be between 91 and 179. Then you've got the simplest named angle out there, a straight line. A straight line. Okay, so there you go, you've got a straight line, and that is going to be just 180 degrees. More than 180 degrees is called a reflex, because it bends around, it's flexible. Reflex angle, which is between 180, it's between 181, because it's more than 180, and it is 359. See, I wrote 360 again. 359, because it's not 360 degrees. Okay? And that, I haven't written a straight line, that's just a straight line, would be something like that, and it would go all the way around, like that. Then you've got, finally, you have a full circle, which is 360 degrees, which just goes all the way around. And he has a smiley face as well. So those are all the angles. If you had this up and you put this on pause, you'd be able to do all of the questions that are in the worksheet below. Sorry. So if you look at the worksheet, this is the one we're going to be doing on Monday. I'm actually going to do a separate video for Tuesday. All you need to do is to look at these angles. Okay, you look at these angles and you tell me what they are. Not only will the video help you, you've got the steps over here which can tell you exactly what you're looking at. It does exactly the same thing as what I've just said. It tells you how large the sizes are. This is the first one here. Can you see how this looks a bit like a reclining chair? Upside down reclining chair, but it looks like a bit like a reclining chair, and it's bigger than 90. And if you can almost draw, oh, I like that. I just did that by mistake. What you can do is, if you're unsure, you can draw a dotted line which makes the perfect L, which is the straight vertical line and the straight horizontal line. And that will be able to tell you if it is 90 degrees or not. That would help with something like, is there any that are tough to do? I mean, that looks completely like a 90-degree angle. And you see how the square gives it away, gives it away that it is 90 degrees. Everything else is quite obvious. That's an obvious one. This one, what you can do is you can draw a straight line, dotted line, to show that might be something. I'm not going to give away the answer. So I think these are pretty okay for you to do without having any hassle, especially if you watch the video and you're able to access the work from that. I'm going to do another video, hopefully today, for Tuesday's lesson, which is going to be how we measure angles. But this is a good start, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Well done. And I hope you're well.